Hey everyone, so this is actually a re-upload. I did not add any audio the first time around, so kind of a mistake on my part. But I wanted to talk about taking down Thanos, even though it's a little bit late. We've actually had a significant amount of time in the month. But yeah, real quick, this video is basically just using a good amount of rank 4, level 40, 4-star champs. And we have one maxed 4-star and one rank 4, 5-star. So, as you saw with the animation that just passed, that's one of the modes or stones that Thanos uses. And what goes on is that as he has that stone activated, he gives you thorns damage essentially. Every time you hit him with just like a regular hit, you end up getting damage instead. And every time you try to parry him, you will end up getting stunned instead of him. And that reactivates every time he uses a special attack. So the way to avoid that is to land a heavy attack on him or a special attack. So as you can see here, we get rocked really bad, but and then also again you can see that I tried to parry mistakenly and I ended up getting stunned. So it's kind of tough trying to kind of get him, but what I typically try to do is kind of save my power and try to hit him with a special attack when he dashes forward to attack me. So it kind of depends a lot. Like you have to practice your timing. But you can definitely take him down as long as you have a bit of patience. Try not to panic. And I think that's one of the biggest things to know when fighting Thanos. Just don't panic. So, here we come in with a fresh new champ, and he's got that mode going on. And I'm attacking his block because with this mode, it tells you that you gain the same amount of power from his blocked hits than if you were to hit him regular, from a regular match. So, we're kind of trying to avoid attacking him to, get those thorns damage that we get from him. And I'm trying to get my SP1 ready. So we get, a little bit hit up. But you see, he fires his special one. He's in that mode. He lunged forward. I launched my special one. So now he's gone out of that mode. I'm not going to get any thorns damage. I can just attack as much as I want. So for me personally, I feel like it's a great idea to have any kind of champ that has a lot of damage over time, because then you can bring him down a lot quicker. And so I used Black Panther because, he's not exactly, crazy insane with damage over time like Archangel, but he'll still get the job done. Now, with this second stone that he's got going on for him, we get inverted controls. And so one of the, good things about it is that when he activates it, you can immediately attack him. But you got to make sure that when you try to do that attack, you dash back, because it'll make you dash forward because everything's inverted. So you'll see here, we're going to come back in with a fresh new champ. I can't remember who it is. There we go, Thor. And so you'll see the animation is going to happen. Thor's going to activate his stone. And I'm going to immediately dash back on my controls because I'm inverted. So I'm going to immediately go forward. And you want to make sure that you do a 5-hit combo and end it on a light attack. That'll get rid of your inverted controls, and then you can just fight as normal. You can do whatever you want. There's no more thorns damage. You can just go crazy. And with Thor, I think he's another one of those champs where he's not too uncommon, and so he's still kind of manageable or acquirable and be able to be used in these kinds of fights. And he's really great because you can kind of stun lock him, just like what happens right here. I mean, these stuns lasts really long, and you can just go crazy, go nuts. Now the special attack, it's 3 dodges that you got to try to do. As you saw, Thor got completely knocked out, but the reason why I say 3 dodges is that if you noticed, after his little super beam attack, there's 6 fireballs or 6 light balls that come out, but only 2 of them were kind of pinkish reddish color, and the rest were completely blue. So it's dodging the first super beam and then paying attention to which projectiles are different color and not blue, and that will tell you which ones you need to dodge. Of course, again, the moment he activates his special attack, that's when he reignites those inverted controls. So you want to make sure that you try to dodge dash forward, so that way you actually dodge back. And then you can immediately, and I mean like immediately after you dash forward, you wanna, dash back, or now I'm getting inverted. Immediately after you dash forward, dodging his special attack, you want to dash back because it'll make you dash forward, and then you can immediately go into the 5-hit combo and get rid of those inverted controls. Now, this last stone that he activates, he's only going to be doing SP3s. And we don't get rocked so hard by his SP3 because, thankfully, Captain America is an Avenger and his damage gets capped from the SP3. Fortunately, after the special attack, we just get completely eliminated because mistakes were made. I started to panic a little bit, and we didn't end it right. So with Iceman, one of the weird things that I found was that I wasn't really stacking armor breaks like I was supposed to, and his ice armor doesn't seem to work for some reason. And I didn't check back to see why, but hey, it is what it is. So the only way we can get damage on Thanos at this point is if we intercept him, which is going to take a lot of practice. As you can see, we intercepted him well right there. So we managed to get the safeguard, which means at most we're going to get 15% damage from his SP3. But that duration in which we can get damage on him lasts like 1 second. So, you really got to be quick. And then again, after his SP3, you kind of just have to really work on your patience, really work on your timing, and you can really get that intercept really well. As long as you kind of, keep your cool, make sure that you do it right. Now, I'm saving the SP3 because, of course, he still has that indestructible buff. I want to make sure that I save that for once I eliminate that indestructible, which means I intercept them. So again, we wait, boom, intercept. We get 14 armor break charges against him. And then we launch this SP3, and we're able to knock down his health to a really, pretty significant amount. So one of the things that I kind of struggled with a bit was that my armor breaks didn't really stack as quickly as I wanted them to. And apparently if you're close to Thanos, they'll stack quicker than 1 second. But I didn't really get that vibe from the whole thing. So, I was kind of annoyed about that, but whatever. And then again, that period of time, like I got that intercept right there, but it went away so quick I wasn't able to get more damage, and then Thanos knocks me down super bad. So yeah, again, just kind of reiterating, I mean, this is just going to be the round 2 attempt. First one was a fail. So I ended up doing like I think just like a one person revive, and I ended up bringing him down. But round 2 ends up being successful, and you'll see that at the end. But yeah, one of the biggest things I want to emphasize is that there's no pressure when taking down Thanos. If you're not able to knock him down with the champs that you have, just exit out and go back in. I mean, I would not suggest using more than one team revive against this guy because luckily this path doesn't have any other champs in the way. So it's not like you need to say to yourself like, oh, well, I had to go through so much just to get to Thanos. Like, I don't want to go through that hassle again. Well, there's no hassle because it just cost you like 9-12 energy. So definitely try not to use more than one team revive. I mean, if it costs you more than one team revive, it's just going to be a waste of units because you could have easily just gone out and get everybody back to health and just, try again. And in reality, fighting this guy is just going to make you a better fighter because it's basically training you on how to intercept better and also how to fight Emma Frosts, because Emma Frosts, when they're awakened, they have inverted controls. So you have better training on that. And also, don't try to one-shot him. So don't try to be super anxious about it. Try to keep your cool. Try to be patient with it. What you really want to do is just have the right champs with you. So, champions that do damage over time, like I tried to do with Massacre, I tried to do with Black Panther. Those are the ones that you want to have for the first stone that he activates. And for the second stone that he activates, you can keep those damage over time champs, no problem. But definitely try to have like a stun lock champ too. Like as you saw in the first round with Thor, I mean, we were able to stun him for a really, really long time, and we just brought him down. We didn't really have to deal a lot with the inverted controls too much. But again, you just kind of want to pay attention to which of those projectiles are kind of reddish pinkish color, and make sure you try your best not to forget. Dashing forward means that you're dashing back, and dashing back means you're dashing forward. Immediately after he activates his animation, so if you die and you end up having to bring in a new champ, you can immediately go in for that. Make sure you end it on a light attack, and you'll be completely golden, good to go. And immediately after his special attack, you'll be able to dash right into it, and then get rid of those inverted controls by landing a 5-hit combo, ending it on a light attack. And then again, the last stone, yeah, it's gonna be a hassle. It's gonna be crazy dealing with trying to intercept him all the time. But as long as you kind of just keep your cool, try to make sure that you bring in champions that are either Avengers, so anybody under the Avengers tag, talking about Hulk, Iron Man, Hawkeye, all those guys. You already know who they are. That's gonna help you in trying to. That's gonna help you in avoiding the death, because your damage is gonna be capped. So even if you do have a hard time trying to intercept him, as long as you bring in Avengers, you're not gonna immediately die after getting hit by a special 3. And yeah, that's basically everything. I'm just gonna let the video play out so that way you can see the end. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Of course, anything that you guys have to add or any questions, please leave them in the comments below. And I hope you subscribe to the channel. And of course, if there's any other kind of content that you guys want to watch, just leave them in the comments, and I'll try my best to do that for you. Thank you so much. Have a great day, everyone.